Hello and welcome to my first ever wild Pokemon RNG. I had never done this before this video, so everything was recorded as I was doing it, so sorry if there are any cuss words or awkward moments. Yeah, let's get started. Hey guys, this is Zelda's and I am going to attempt to RNG a wild Pokemon today. This is my first attempt, so we're gonna work through it together. So, first, what you want to do is you want to set a good amount of time between your dates because finding a flawless Pokemon in the wild is really uncommon, especially if you're looking for a Pokemon that's more rare than others. Like, for example, I'm trying to find a flawless Ditto, and I want to show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing you need to look at is this on Firefox. You need to put up eggmove.com/encounter and then followed by whichever version you're using, whiteorblack.html. And this is what you're going to see. Now, I'm looking for a Ditto, so I'm just going to go Control F and type in Ditto. And there's Ditto right there, and then there's Ditto right there. Those are the only two places in the entire game where I can find a Ditto. Alright, so you scroll up and you see which columns those two Dittos are in. That would be 6 and 3. Okay, you want to remember those numbers because you're going to use them in this. Alright, so I've selected a flawless Pokemon, as you can see here, and I've selected all of these held buttons. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of different combination of buttons that I'm going to have to hold down in order to do this. Alright, so I don't have the shiny button clicked because I actually had this set back a couple of years and with the shiny box checked, and I searched for about an hour and a half while I was doing other things and I never found a shiny seed. So I guess sometimes you just get unlucky. I think I can go farther back, but I prefer not to use a date before September. I think September 18th, 2010 is when Black and White was released in the United States. I don't like to go before that time because it might trigger some legality analysis checks. It might be considered or get flagged as a hack because you technically caught it before the game even came out. Alright, so this lead ability thing, I'm not really sure how it works. Like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I just hit other. The first seeds that I searched for, I hit synchronize, and I didn't understand it, so I'm hitting other. I'm just doing all natures so that I can get more seeds, as you can see. Basically, the more of these parameters that you leave vague, like any nature, any ability, any gender, well, it's Ditto, so it's going to be genderless, but okay, this is where the important stuff happens, the required encounters. I'm looking for a Ditto, which occurs in a grass, so I've selected this one. Now you only want to select one because that's what you're going to be doing. Alright, we're not using doubles, so go to this one and hit none. And then we're not doing fish, so hit none. We're not surfing, so hit none. We're doing land. And you want to select none, and then select 3 and 6. Remember, these are the two numbers that you saw here for the Ditto encounter. Ditto here at 3, and Ditto here at 6. Right there. So that's where those two numbers come in. Alright, so I'm not really sure what this does. I would just leave it the way they have it. And this, I'm not really sure what that does either, so I'm just going to leave that the way they have it. So after you have all that, you're going to hit search. Now, I'm not going to hit search again because it took about 5 or 6 minutes for me to find this many, so I don't want you to sit here and watch me searching for them, but it may take a while for you to find a seed. That's okay. I'm going to pick one that's on the first IV frame. I think, let's see, let's double click on that. I think this has something to do with, I know IV frames and Pokemon ID frames are two different things. So I know how to advance these frames, but I don't know how to advance these frames. Now, I read somewhere that your default starting frame is 1. So I picked I picked a seed where the Pokemon I wanted was on the first IV frame. And I'm looking for a ditto. This is where this number comes in, ESB. Ditto is 3 and 6, so I found a 3, so that's the one I'm gonna try to go for. Now, I'm not really sure like how many chat tots I'm gonna have to use. I'm gonna guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. I'm gonna try 7 and we'll see how that goes. So I actually ran into a little bit of a problem when I was trying to sweet scent in the Grand Chasm, or whatever it's called. There's fog there, so when you try to sweet scent, it'll give you an error message. Just follow the link in my description, how to clear fog. It'll give you step-by-step instructions on how to clear the fog. I made a video on how to do it, but I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm not going to include it. Sweet scent. Now, it should be a ditto. It should be level 53. If it's not, I screwed something up. So, here we go. Well, it's not what I was looking for, so let's see. It's Piloswine, it's level 52, so let's turn this off for a second. Time has been reset. Now I have select and R as my hold button, so I gotta make sure I'm pressing those for startup. Right, I'm waiting for 31 seconds because my target time is 39. 24. 30. 31. Okay, I may have hit that a little bit early. We shall see. Infamous mini screen. Some holding selects. So at this point, you can start going through the menu. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it, 7. Right. Alright, if I get Piloswine again and it's level 52, that means that I'm hitting the same seed. Nope, there's Ditto. Okay. Alright, so I actually had to voice over this part because I wanted to separate this clip so I could fast forward through the battling since it took up about 5 minutes of the video and I want it to be kind of short. So I look at the Ditto in my party and it should be calm, and if it's calm I'll assume it's the one that is on my list. So do I want to nickname it? No. And there it is, calm. And I'm gonna upload it onto PokeCheck. Alright, so I'm back, and this is back to my computer screen, like I was showing you on my camera. This is the one I was going for, and I know this is going to be level 53 Ditto because of what the encounter thing says. Encounter slot, that's what this stands for. Encounter slot, ES. Alright? And I was aiming for the 3rd encounter slot, which is right here, and my ditto is level 53 in calm. Now, the probability of this not actually having the IVs I think it's going to have is, I'm not sure, 50-50. I've never done this before. This is the first time I have ever RNG'd a wild Pokemon. That's why my video is so sloppy. That's why my editing is sloppy. That's why the whole thing is sloppy. But I think it would be helpful to people for me to walk them through it as I'm doing it. This is how I learned how to RNG, was just trial and error, trying things, seeing if they worked, trying something different, and eventually I figured it out. You know, I read a few guides, I tried to watch a few videos, but a lot of them are really painful, especially this one where this guy's mic completely breaks out in the middle of his video. It's so awful. But I always listen to my videos before I post them, so I know for sure that I'm not like making anyone's ears bleed. Okay, so I'm uploading it onto PokeCheck right now on my DS. That'll take a minute, so let me just get PokeCheck ready. Now, you should already know how to use PokeCheck if you've been watching my other videos. It's pretty straightforward. All you do is follow the instructions. It's hard for me to see them now because I'm actually plugged in. This is not the ditto that I caught just now. That's one that I caught earlier when I was testing IVs on ditto. Right, I'm depositing it now. Here we go, moment of truth. Let's refresh the page. And there you go. I don't know if you can see this, but it's 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31. If you've been following my video, congratulations, you have now just RNG'd yourself a flawless ditto.